Hey everyone, it's Greg, and it's another edition of Unbreakable. And today is a pep talk. Today is a all about hope, and we're going to talk a little bit about the game last night. It was a brutal loss, but then we're going to get over that, and we are going to move on and look forward to tomorrow's game at home and talk about that. It is Tuesday, October 10th, and it's my anniversary and Holly's anniversary. So happy anniversary, Holly. 3 years of bliss. Um, so let's talk about the game. Uh, First of all, let's get it over with as far as all of the negativity. Okay. Phillies were winning 4-0. They should have been up by more because they left 11 men on base, and that's been a problem all year long, leaving men on base, not getting the big hit when you need the big hit, especially in the first inning. Phillies had already had a run in, bases loaded, had Max Fried on the ropes, let him off the ropes. Preston Stott worked the count 3-0, got to 3-2, and he eventually grounded out the first. But that's not the big part of the first inning. The big part of the first inning is the third base coach, Dusty Wathan. He's having a bad postseason because the last hit of the inning, Phillies actually got 4 hits in the inning, only 1 run. Last hit of the inning, line single to left field. Nick Castellanos, and what happened? Wathan, whatever the hell his name is, held out Alec Bohm at third. Now, the ball was hit hard, granted. Bohm had a bad start, granted. But Eddie Rosario, the left fielder of the Braves, that's the guy you want to challenge. That's the guy you want to have to make a play, right? I wouldn't run against Acuna. I wouldn't even run against Michael Harris the second. I would run against Rosario and make him make a good throw. And unfortunately, Wathan is just too conservative. I said, the Phillies have to stay aggressive. They have to stay aggressive. They cannot play this Atlanta Braves team just laying back. They can't do it. So that was a mistake. I think the manager made a mistake in the 8th inning when the Braves were rallying and they had their top of the order up, big hitters. And instead of bringing in Craig Kimbrell, which he has done in the past, bringing in Kimbrell in the 8th inning instead of the 9th, the pitching to the heart of the order. He didn't do that last night. He put Jeff Hoffman in it. Jeff Hoffman's done a great job all year. But Jeff Hoffman is what he is. He's a 30-year-old journeyman. In a big spot like that, I'd rather take my chances with Kimbrell, and then you work out the 9th inning, however you do it. But you want your best relief pitcher in there to face the Braves' best hitters, and that wasn't done. Zach Wheeler pitched a great game. 10 strikeouts, had a no-hitter into the 6th inning. Great game. But he is the first one to tell you, not only the home run he left up for d'Arnaud, the catcher, but the walk. Everybody forgets about the walk to Acuna Jr. in the 6th inning with 2 outs. Gave the Braves some hope, because after he walked Acuna Jr., he was trying to get Acuna to chase high fastballs, because that's what Acuna was doing. In the process, he fell to 3-2 and eventually walked him. That gave the Braves a little hope. That opened the door a little, because Albies hit a single after Acuna stole the base, and Albies hit a single, which drove him in. Actually, didn't drive him in. I mean, Trey Turner had another error, 2 errors last night. And from a throw from Castellanos into the infield, Turner booted it, and that allowed Acuna to score from third. Yeah, Trey Turner sometimes loses focus out there. I don't know what it is with him, but sometimes he just goes brain dead. You know, God bless Trey Turner, but the Phillies are seriously going to have to think about moving him to second base, switching places with Bryson Stott. You hate to do that because Bryson Stott is playing Gold Glove caliber second base, but you can't have all these errors from Trey Turner at shortstop. He's just killing you in the field. I mean, he's worse than Alec Bohm used to be. I would trust a ground ball out Bohm at this point in time than Trey Turner, but that's down the road. So to me, the keys of the game are Phillies left too many men on base. They couldn't get the big hit. Still in all, being up 4-0, you have to hold that lead. In Atlanta or not in Atlanta, you cannot give the Braves any hope. The crowd was out of it. The Phillies had them right where they wanted them. They could have been up 2-0 coming home. On top of that, you take the spirit out of the Braves. You cut their heart out by coming up 2-0. But instead, it's a tied series. All right. So let's talk about tomorrow. Phillies need to get off to a good start to keep the crowd into it. That's number one. Number two, the Phillies have to forget about what happened last night. As I tweeted last night, something to the words of, victory will be that much sweeter after overcoming this adversity, which is true. It was almost too easy, the way the Phillies won the first game, the way they were cruising into the sixth inning last night. It was almost too easy. And it's not that easy. You're playing the Braves. There's a reason why they've won 104 games this year. So let's hope the Phillies got a wake-up call last night. We'll come home and take care of business. Win Wednesday, win on Thursday at home, like you should. There's no reason to go back to Atlanta on Saturday night. So if you would have told me before the series that we were going to have a split in Atlanta, I would have said, great, I'll take that, right? It's just the way the Phillies lost last night. That was a gut punch, the stunning way that they lost last night. And it's going to take a day or so to get over. But, tomorrow night, 5 o'clock, Phillies crowd gears up and we're ready to start the game. We're going to forget about what happened on Monday and we're going to focus on tomorrow, winning tomorrow's game and putting the pressure back on the Braves for Thursday. So I still am confident that the Phillies are going to win this series. The Phillies are a better team. I mean, they outplayed the Braves in game one. They outplayed the Braves for most of game two. Again, Wheeler gives up that home run to d'Arnaud. Hoffman gives up the home run to Austin Riley. The Braves live by the home run and they'll die by the home run. And as long as, I said this before the series, as long as you keep the Braves in the ballpark, you have a good chance of beating them. And what happened was the Phillies just didn't keep the Braves in the ballpark last night. Simple as that. And the final thing, I have to say, Michael Harris that's taken me to spectacular catch in the ninth inning. If it wasn't for that catch up against the wall, and then they doubled off, I don't blame Bryce Harper for getting doubled off first. He was trying to get a big lead because 9 times out of 10, that smash that Castellanos hit is going to hit the wall. If it does, it bounces off of the wall. Who knows what happens? Harper definitely scores and ties the game. Castellanos gets a double, maybe even a triple. Harris made a great leaping catch. You have to give credit where credit is due. And then they threw the ball to the infield, and they doubled off Bryce Harper to end the game. For the Braves, it was a spectacular end of the game. For the Phillies, it was disaster. But the Phillies are coming home, and we know how the crowd is. It's the toughest place to play, not only in baseball, but maybe in all sports. The Phillies have a home field advantage like no other. And so they just have to go out and take care of business starting tomorrow night. So there you go. It could be worse. Look at the Dodgers. They lost 2 games at home. They're facing elimination tomorrow in Arizona. Who would ever thought? Dodgers win 100 games, and they're on the brink of going home. Look at the Orioles. The Orioles lost 2 at home. They're on the brink of being eliminated today in Texas. So it could be worse. And the good thing is the series is tied, and the Phillies are coming home for 2 games. We know there's going to be a game on Thursday now. So the crowd just has to continue to get behind this team. Phillies need to start off strong tomorrow. They cannot fall behind and put the pressure on themselves. They need to get up on Atlanta and stay up on Atlanta. That's the other thing last night. The Phillies did not add to their lead. Once they got the 40-0 lead, their offense stopped. And against Atlanta's bullpen isn't that good. So the Phillies did themselves no favors by not adding to the lead. You have to keep your foot on the gas pedal against this Braves team because they could score, as we saw last night. They could score quickly and in bunches. So if the Phillies get the lead tomorrow night and Thursday, they have to keep the pedal to the metal and keep pushing and stay aggressive. And series ain't over until the last down is made. And once you have Atlanta down, you have to step on them and you have to crush them. Because if you don't crush them, they are going to come back. They're too good of a team. So there's my little pep talk for today. And there is, we have a lot of hope. So don't give up and try to get through today. And better times are on the horizon. So everybody have a good day and go Phillies. And we'll talk to you again tomorrow on the Unbreakable podcast. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.